So a little bit about Vanco before we go get started. Vanco, we started out in 1957 out of Lake Bluff, Illinois, and we were originally a provider of CB and mobile accessories up until the early 2000s. And in the early 2000s, that's where we started to do HDMI distribution and grow our business through there. So not only do we offer HDMI cables, we also offer extenders, splitters, matrices. We also have a line of speakers with Beal. We also have another line of audio with Pulse. So really our focus is on AV distribution and audio. And our name Vanco, the guys out in Lake Bluff, they were selling their stuff out of the back of the van, and that's where we get our name from. So Vanco is short for Van Company. And now we headquarter and we ship out of Batavia, Illinois. And pictured above is our office and our warehouse. So our products are tested thoroughly and they're tested twice. With our Evolution products, we offer a 10-year warranty. Our cables, we offer a lifetime warranty. So any cable that you get, whether it be HDMI, optical, a CAT cable, that comes with a lifetime warranty. And all of our active products are tested twice. So they're tested once overseas where they're manufactured, and then once again in the QC lab that you see above. And with the QC lab, all of our active electronics are 100% tested. So we test every single HDMI input, output, DIRs, make sure everything powers up correctly. If there's any software or GUI, we make sure that those function as well. And what I love about the QC room above here is that we're able to test with a whole bunch of different sources and displays. Sources such as like a camera system, Apple TV, a Blu-ray player. We have a few AV receivers as well from a bunch of different models of displays from Vizio, Samsung, Sony, LG, and we also have a few projectors in there as well. And what's great about the QC room is that our tech support team, which I'm a part of as well, if we ever do get a call with a particular situation where they're not able to pass video with one of our extenders or our matrices, we're able to duplicate that to the best of our ability to come up with a solution for our customer. We're brand partners with JVC, Yamaha, Vivotech, TreadNet, and Muxel. And we have technical support over a phone. We have an 800 number, email, techsupport@vanco1.com, or you can go to our website, vanco1.com, go to the bottom right-hand corner. You can start a chat with either myself or our other 3 tech support representatives. So with Vanco, we want to be a single source for all premium audio, video, and networking products. We only sell through distribution, so we do not sell directly to the end user. We have customizable training support that includes myself and Frank Santos as well. And our information will be showed at the end of this presentation. And we also have marketing support available as well through Lindsay Corbin and Rachel Michaels. And we have an extensive product range from cables, whether it be HDMI, component, VGA. As I mentioned earlier, we have a line of architectural speakers along with 8-ohm speakers. We have amplifiers, whether it be 8-ohm, 70-volt audio converter. We have audio and video cables, networking accessories. We have IR distribution. We have home theater, wall plates. So I like to think of ourselves that if you have an AV problem, we have an AV solution within our catalog. Okay, but with Vanco's high-speed HDMI cables, we offer high-speed with Ethernet with 1080p, 3D, 4K, 2K, and most lengths. We also offer a certified option. Our cables also offer audio return channel and up to 18 gigabits per second. The Vanco difference is the braid coverage. We have a 360-degree metal case around the connector and a full metal casing that reduces interference. We also have a gel mold so the connectors won't fall off. So we have triple shielding, braid, individually insulated wires, and insulated end, which makes for a stronger, more durable HDMI cable. So our HDMI CP Series is our premium HDMI certified cable. These are premium high-speed HDMI cables and ensure 18 gigabits per second for HDMI 2.0 and 2.0A up to 30 feet. We have advanced EMI testing, and this is capable of full 4K with HDR. The HDMI CP Series also has a QR code that you could scan with your phone or tablet, and it'll take you to a page that these series of cables have been certified by HDMI themselves. Our UFC P Series are Ultra Slim Premium HDMI certified cables, and these are capable of full 4K with a slim gauge up to 8 feet. These can pass a 4K signal at 60 Hertz refresh rate, 444 chroma subsampling, and HDR, 18 gigabits per second as well, with advanced EMI testing. Our Pro HD series is a series of 4K HDMI cables, also capable of passing a 4K signal at 60 Hertz refresh rate, 444 chroma subsampling, 18 gigabits per second, and HDR, rated for HDMI 2.0 and 2.0A. We have lengths that range from 1 foot all the way up to 30 feet. And like our HDMI CPs and our UFCPs, these also come with advanced EMI testing as well. We also have active HDMI cables, our HDAC Series, which are able to do full 4K up to 66 feet. These cables come with active amplification, and we can pass a 4K signal at 60 Hertz refresh rate, 444 chroma subsampling, and HDR with 18 gigabits per second. The lengths for the HDAC Series go from 12 feet all the way up to 66 feet. Okay. 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 Sorry, everybody. Just 1 second. Can everybody hear me, or is nobody getting any audio?
I'm hearing you fine.
I can hear you.
I can hear.
Okay. The only reason why I'm asking that is because I'm just getting a couple messages here that's saying they're not getting any audio. There is no audio on the computer. You will have to dial in. There should be a number on the GoToMeeting that you can go ahead and dial in, along with an access code and an audio pin that you could dial in order to hear me. Okay. Thank you, Rachel. Okay. Okay. So we'll go ahead and move on. We also offer fiber HDMI cables as well, capable of full 4K up to 330 feet. These also have active amplification. So one HDMI head will be plugged into your source. The other HDMI head will be plugged into your TV. Our fiber cables are able to pass a 4K signal at 60 Hertz refresh rate, 444 chroma subsampling, 18 gigabits per second, and HDR. We also have a plenum version available. And with these fiber cables, we have lengths that are low as 35 feet and that go up to 330 feet. And the two series are UHD FBR and UHD FIB for the plenum version. Okay. And new with Vanco, we have a series of HDMI AK cables. So with our AK cables, we can pass an AK signal 60 Hertz and a 4K signal at 120 Hertz with 444 chroma subsampling and HDR. These are able to pass 48 gigabits per second. These support EARC, and they go from lengths from 1 foot to 6 foot. We have a Pro HDAC Series, and then we have an HDAC Series featuring metal connectors. Okay. So with our Vanco HDMI cables, these are perfect solutions, whether you just want to hook up from your source to display. We do offer longer cables as well if you need to go from 66 feet, even with our plenum cables that we could go up to 330 feet. And that's a great solution if you want to go direct from your source to display, still getting that 4K resolution, which we offer in a bunch of series of our cables. With our extenders, however, this is where if we need to go ahead and extend, let's say from a media rack or an AV rack, whether they want to go ahead and have their source into a closet and extend it into their bedroom, that's really the difference between whether you want to use a cable or an extender. With our extenders, we offer a whole bunch of different lines, whether it be for VGA, HDMI. With our Evolution, we consider this our Pro Series line. And as I mentioned earlier, with our Evolution cables, we do offer a 10-year limited warranty on those cables. Really, with Evolution, our focus is on professional, residential, and commercial products. Okay, so our first extender here, our EVEX 2004, is a great solution for using existing coax. So whether it be in a home that still has some RG6 or RG59 running through the walls, or even an old business, with our EVX 2004 with an RG6 cable, you can extend from source to display up to 394 feet, right? So another advantage of this 2004 is the distance that it can do. So instead of using a cat cable where you can maybe go up to 164 feet or 230 feet, or maybe up to 330 feet, with the coax extender, you're able to go a little bit farther, up to 120 meters at 394 feet. Also with the 2004, it comes with the IR pass-through. That includes the pigtails as well. So we are able to do bidirectional IR with this 2004 to control our source from our display end or vice versa. So we have a USB to 5 volt DC cable. We have one at 1 foot and one that goes 2 feet. So this will be able to power up one of your receiving units behind the TV. So there's no need to find an extra outlet. It makes it for a much easier installation. So whether you're running out of space on your power strip or your outlet, or you don't have an outlet available for you, you can plug this in behind the TV to go ahead and power up your other end of your extender. So this is a great tool to use if the extender that you're using doesn't use PoE or power over Ethernet, where you only need to power up one side. Okay. So one of our most popular extenders we have here, the EVEX 2006, an HDMI extender with PoE. So with PoE, we only need to power up either the transmitting side or the receiving side. It doesn't need to use power supplies on both ends. We're able to extend with the EVX 2006, a 1080p source up to 164 feet, so that's 70 meters. Comes with auto EDID and EQ, so it is just a plug-and-play extender. And with the EVX 2006, we also have a wall plate version as well, the EVWP 2006. And with these two series of extenders, you do have a mix and match option available. So if you wanted your transmitter to be a wall plate and your receiver to be the black box, you have that ability, and vice versa. If you wanted your transmitter to be the black box and then your receiving unit to be the wall plate version, you can absolutely mix and match these two extender series. Okay. The EVEX VGA HD is an HDMI extender with VGA. So like our EVX 2006, we can go on and extend an HDMI or VGA source up to 164 feet. It supports VGA and it will convert it to HDMI. So you could actually go in HDMI, come out VGA, or you could come in VGA and come out HDMI. It's a great presentation extender solution if anybody's still using a PC tower or an old computer with VGA inputs. So that's our EVEX VGA HD. Our EVEX KVM1 is an HDMI extender with keyboard, video, mouse control. So this extender here is great for PCs, any kind of security system where they want to go ahead and control their source from the display end and still have that ability to use the keyboard and mouse on the receiving end. So we're able to extend that source up to 164 feet. This also uses POC, so we only need to power up either our transmitter or a receiver. This unit comes with a USB A to B cable. So you would plug that cable into your video source and into the transmitter. And then the transmitter will carry your KVM to the receiver. And then you would plug in your keyboard and mouse at the receiving end. And we have 4 USB ports on the receiving end that you could plug into. This extender also has auto EDID and EQ. So it'll be able to pass up to a 1080p signal. It is a plug and play. So this is our EVXKVM1. So we do have a 4K version of our EVEX 2006, which is the EV4K 2006, a 4K HDR HDMI extender, able to pass a signal of 4K at 60 Hertz refresh rate, 444 chroma subsampling, up to 164 feet. We could also do HDR with 4K 30 Hertz, 444, up to 130 feet. This extender also utilizes PoE, so we only need to power up either our transmitter or a receiver, and also comes with auto EDID and EQ, so it is a plug and play extender. Okay, and this is a great solution, especially with all the new 4K sources coming out, whether it be Apple TV or Roku, that has the ability to go ahead and project HDR. Great solution for that. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to our HD base T extenders. The advantages of an HD base T extender as compared to a regular extender is that we're able to extend 1080p and 4K signals at longer lengths. So our first extender here, the EVXHDA ARC, an HD base T extender with audio return channel functionality. So with our EVXHDA ARC, we're able to do 4K up to 330 feet or 100 meters, or with this extender, we offer a long range mode where you can go ahead and extend a 1080p source up to 492 feet. This is HDCP 2.2 compliant. For the 4K signal, we can pass that at 60 Hertz with 420 chroma subsampling. This also utilizes POC, so we only need to power up our transmitter or our receiver. Comes with Ethernet pass-through as well, and ARC capable. So with ARC capable, what we would do is that we would take an optical cable out of the transmitter, plug it into our AV receiver in order to pass ARC. Okay. Our EVEX HDB2 is an HD-based T 4K extender with HDR. It's actually the first to the market with an HDR extender. This is HDCP 2.2 compliant. We can pass a 4K signal at 60 Hertz refresh rate, 444 chroma subsampling, 18 gigabits per second, and HDR up to 230 feet. So once again, great if we're trying to extend a 4K signal with HDR up to that longer lengths, right, 230 feet. This uses POH, which is similar to POC and PoE. All that means is that it only comes with one power supply, and you could plug up the power supply either on your transmitter or your receiver. For control, we have bidirectional IR, we have RS-232, and Ethernet pass-through as well. Okay, our EVEX 4K50, HD-based T 4K with HDR extender, able to pass a 4K signal at 60 Hertz, 444 chroma subsampling, 18 gigabits per second, and HDR. Now this will be able to extend that up to 164 feet. This extender is HDCP 2.2 compliant and also utilizes PoE, so we only need to power up either a transmitter or receiver. We have bidirectional IR and RS-232 for control. Okay. So we do have a new KVM extender, the EVXKVM2. So this is actually an HD-based T extender with keyboard, video, mouse control. This extender will pass a 4K signal at 60 Hertz. This is HDR10 compatible, and able to extend that up to 230 feet or 70-meter range. It utilizes POC, so we only need to power up our transmitter or receiver. And with KVM pass-through, with 2 USB ports on the receiving end to plug in our keyboard and mouse to control our source from our display end. Our EVXHDA is an HD-based T extender that utilizes that HD-based technology to extend a 1080p signal up to 230 feet or 70 meters. We can also support a 4K signal at 60 hertz, 420 chroma subsampling, up to 131 feet. The HDB1 is also HDCP 2.2 compliant, has bidirectional IR for control, and utilizes POH. All that means is we need to either power up our transmitter or our receiver. Okay. And then we have a new ARC extender, the EVXARC1. So an HD-based T extender that's ARC compatible through the HDMI ports. So unlike our HDARC, where we get the audio return channel through an optical cable on our transmitter, this extender will utilize ARC in a traditional way by getting the ARC through the HDMI cable itself. It is a cost-effective solution. Our HDARC comes with a bunch of bells and whistles, which is why it makes it so expensive. But the ARC1, cost-effective solution, it supports up to a 1080p max resolution. It also utilizes POC, so we only need to power up our transmitter or receiver. Another feature that this ARC1 has is CEC control. So with CEC control, we can use one remote to control our AV receiver, our source, and our display. We also have a universal rack shelf mount that can hold transmitters, receivers, splitters, you name it. Great for any AV racks. The kit itself comes with the shelf and 4 mounting brackets, but you can also buy additional mounting brackets, and those are sold separately. Okay, so that is the end of the presentation. Let me go ahead and see if there's any questions in the field. Oh, thank you, Frank. I didn't notice that you were helping with some questions in the chat. I do appreciate that.
No worries.
Jim Robertson, we can go ahead and send a copy of this presentation for you. Frank, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're posting these on our website tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yes, we can. So we've recorded this session, and we can certainly upload this. But Jim, if you need a copy of this specific PowerPoint presentation, that is no problem. Do us a favor and just enter in your email address, and we'll be sure to send that over to you. And whoever else needs a copy, please contact us. Whether you just want to drop that into this chat box, or you can email myself or Daniel. Again, business cards are in front of you on the presentation.
Does anybody have any other questions?
Yeah, this is Jim. Question is just simply this: on those HDMI cables with the 8K, you can only go up to, what was that, 6 feet or 8 feet, and that's it for 8K?
That is correct. 6 feet is the longest cable that we have in our AK series.
Okay. Thank you.
We are working on a longer length cable. So HDMI has given us some specs, obviously about HDMI 2.1. So we are working on longer length cables, but most likely the longer length cables will require fiber. So keep that in mind, and that's why they're limited to 6 feet right now. With copper, we can only go so far. It is 48 gigs of data going through for 8K, as opposed to full 4K, which is 18. So it is much more bandwidth. So we need a bigger pipe, and obviously fiber is going to help us out with extending 8K signals longer life. All right. Any other questions? All right. We'll take that as a no. Everyone, thank you very much for joining our meeting. We will hold another webinar series next week, so look out for that. We are covering also Beale Street 70-volt audio this afternoon, so please be sure to join in on that meeting. We're actually doing a raffle for that, so really beneficial if you guys join in, learn a lot about 70-volt, our 70-volt offering within our Beale Street audio line. And next week, again, we'll do some more webinars, but we're also looking for your feedback. So please email us, send us a message of what you guys want to learn about for next week. We are open to that. I'm coming up with some more ideas, but again, we would welcome your feedback on what you guys want to learn about. So if no other questions, again, we appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you guys on the afternoon call. Otherwise, have a great day. Be safe out there in this this weird time that we're going through. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.